Hello everyone, today I'm going to solve the Leetcode problem 74, search a 2D matrix. You are given an m by n integer matrix with the following two properties. Each row is sorted in non-decreasing order, and the first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row. Given an integer target, return true if the target is in a matrix or false otherwise. You must write a solution in O of log m times n time complexity. So as you can see, like the rows are sorted, and the last element of it says the last. Okay, for each for the first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row, right? As you can see, as you can see like as you can see, these numbers are sorted in increasing order, right? So the last element 7 is less than 10, right? So and the last element 20 is less than 23. So if this was a 1D array, if you change it to 1D array, it's gonna be like an increasing order, or it's gonna be like a sorted array, right? So let's assume this as a sorted array, like a 1D sorted array instead of a 2D array, right? So what we are going to do to solve this problem is we assume like we are going to change the numbers, like this 2D array into 1D array. Instead of, we are not going to change it, but we assume like this is a 1D increasing order array. So what it's gonna be is the number of rows and the number of columns is as a maximum is gonna be 100, and the rest is gonna be not important. So how do we solve this problem? How do we solve this problem? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two pointers. So I'm going to use two pointers. So since it is sorted array, so the first thing that comes into your mind when you have a sorted array, and when you are asked to find a certain number, what comes in your mind first of all is using binary search, right? So I'm going to use binary search. So how do I use binary search in this array? So I'm going to start my list from -1, so to make to include the one at zero, right? So, and I'm going to start my right from m times n. Let's have m is the number of rows, right? That means length of the matrix, right? So it's gonna be matrix. So matrix at so it's gonna be the length of the matrix and length of matrix matrix at zero, right? It's gonna be this one. So my right's gonna be start from n times n minus one. So if it's sorted, the first thing that comes in your mind is just using binary search, right? And if you are trying to find some target number, so what I'm going to do is, while the difference between I want, like, there is a pattern, like there is a gap, right? So their gap is the gap between the left and right is greater than one. So I'm gonna find a mid. So the mid is left plus right. It's gonna be right minus left. So it's divided by, right. It's gonna be divided by and divided by it's modulo floor by two, right? So I'm going to change this mid into rows and columns, right? It has to be changed to rows and columns. I don't know, like, this mid is where the which number, which row and which column is this mid is, right? So what I'm going to do is row is just row is just mid. It's gonna be modulo. Okay, it's gonna be mid. Okay, it's gonna be mid divided by the number of. Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be n, and call is just it's gonna be mid modulo by n, the number of columns, right? So if if metrics at row and code um, is gonna be target. If it is target, we're gonna return true, right? We are trying to check whether it's if it is there or if it is in metrics or not. What if yes if it is greater than if the matrix at row and call if it is greater than if it's greater than the targets, I have to move my right pointer, right? Right pointer shift to the left, right? So right is gonna be mid. And what is if it is less than what's if it's less than left is gonna be at mid, right? And if I have no way of finding the target in this matrix, I have to return false. So this is the way we are going to implement it. So let's check whether this works or not. So we start from this matrix. It's gonna be 3 by 4. 3 times 4 is 12, and let's remove this one, and we start from 12. So -1, so when trying to find the -1 plus 13, 13 by 12 plus minus what my minus 13, 13 plus by 2 is just 6, and 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5 by the n is 4, right? 4 is gonna be 1, right? It's gonna be at 1, and row is at 1, and column is 5 by 5 modulo by 4 is gonna be 1, right? So it's gonna be at 1 1, right? So mid our mid is just since 5 divided by 4 is 1, yeah, it's gonna be 1 1. So at our matrix 1 1 means this 11, right? Since 11 is our target is 3, right? Since 11 is greater than our target, our mid is gonna be our right is gonna be at 5. So it's gonna be at 5. So our right is gonna be at 5. So now our left is at -1, and our right is gonna be at this position at 5. So at 5, yeah, it's gonna be at 5 since we started from 0. It's gonna be at 5, and then -1 plus right plus 6 is gonna be 6 6, and 6 by 2 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, it's gonna be 2. 2 is 2 modulo by 4 is 2 0, it's gonna be 0 at 0 2, right? 0 2 is gonna be 5, 5 is greater, we will move this one, and so we'll solve this problem like this one. And so let's see whether it works or not and submit. So as you can see it works, so let's submit it, and yeah, works. So thank you very much.